Hello, my name is Joshua Fleck. Thank you for taking time to watch this video. We are going to discuss risk management. This is mandatory military training for the United States Army. However, the process and the results that it can produce are valuable to anybody who takes on any task, and it can be used in part of your everyday life. Often throughout this training, we will probably reference one of the most common things we do, which is simply traveling. So one of the first things we do in risk management is identify the hazard. So if you're traveling down the road, let's say you're attending school at Wright State University, there are hazards to consider, such as other drivers, construction, wildlife, and things of that nature. So after you identify those hazards, you will assess those hazards. Obviously, at nighttime when it's hard to see, wildlife can be more of a concern. In areas on the interstate where construction is more prevalent, that's something that you should be aware of. The reduction in lanes, and then the frequency of traffic in the area. The higher volume of traffic increases the threat level of those other travelers on the road and other vehicles. A semi could produce more damage to your vehicle than a smaller vehicle. So you're developing an assessment of what those hazards are. Then you're going to develop controls and make risk decisions. So if there's really bad traffic or an area that's known for high levels of traffic or accidents, maybe some of your controls could be avoiding those areas, or maybe traveling at a low rate of speed, improving your attention span, mapping out your route in advance, or leaving early to prevent you from being in a rush. Then you're going to implement those controls. So you're going to make sure you leave on time, you're going to take those routes that are safest, and then you're going to supervise and evaluate. So this is a cyclical process that you'll use every day. So let's say you're traveling to Wright State 3 times a week. So as you're going through your travel, you're going to pay attention to those hazards. You're going to continue to develop a higher level of assessment and develop better modes of control, and you're going to continue to make risk decisions. And then on the next day, maybe you'll take those lessons learned from the previous travel and apply those. So the United States Army uses this tool whether we're running ranges or real-life missions, and we encourage soldiers to use these tools, like I referenced, in everyday activities like travel. So risk management is a valuable asset to the United States military and a valuable tool and process that we can implement in our everyday lives. I hope you learned something useful, and I hope you can apply some of these risk management aspects in your everyday life to improve your safety and improve the outcomes of your own life. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. And if you have any questions or would like follow-up information, please feel free to email me at fleck.36@wright.edu. Thank you.